The Second Industrial Revolution, also known as the Technological Revolution, was a phase of rapid industrialization in the final third of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th. The First Industrial Revolution, which ended in the early mid-1800s, was punctuated by a slowdown in macro inventions before the Second Industrial Revolution in 1870. Though a number of its characteristic events can be traced to earlier innovations in manufacturing, such as the invention of the Bessemer process in 1856. The Second Industrial Revolution is generally dated between 1870 and 1914 up to the start of World War I. Advancements in manufacturing and production technology enabled the widespread adoption of pre-existing technological systems such as telegraph and railroad networks, gas and water supply, and sewage systems, which had earlier been concentrated to a few select cities. The enormous expansion of rail and telegraph lines after 1870 allowed unprecedented movement of people and ideas, which culminated in a new wave of globalization. In the same period, new systems were introduced, most significantly electrical power and telephones. The Second Industrial Revolution continued into the 20th century with early factory electrification and the production line, and ended at the start of the First World War. Overview. The Second Industrial Revolution was characterized by the build-out of railroads, large-scale iron and steel production, widespread use of machinery in manufacturing, greatly increased use of steam power, use of oil, beginning of electricity and bioelectrical communications. It saw rapid industrial development, primarily in Britain, Germany and the United States, but also in France, the Low Countries and Japan. It followed on from the First Industrial Revolution that began in Britain in the late 18th century that then spread throughout Western Europe and North America. The concept was introduced by Patrick Geddes, Cities in Evolution, but David Lander's use of the term in a 1966 essay and in the Unbound Prometheus standardized scholarly definitions of the term, which was most intensely promoted by Alfred Chandler. However, some continue to express reservations about its use. Land stresses the importance of new technologies, especially the internal combustion engine and petroleum, new materials and substances, including alloys and chemicals, electricity and communication technologies. While the First Industrial Revolution was centered on textiles, iron and steam engine technologies, the Second Industrial Revolution revolved around steel, railroads, petroleum and chemicals and, finally, electricity. Václav Smil called the period 1867 to 1914 the Age of Synergy, during which most of the great innovations were developed. Unlike the First Industrial Revolution, the inventions and innovations were engineering and science-based.